Hey, what's up? My name is Jack Lane. Welcome back to a brand new video here at the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Doom, Robert Downey Jr., as he addresses his MCU return. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight on into the video. So, Robert Downey Jr. addresses MCU return as Doctor Doom, and he confirms which version will be in Avengers 5. I mean, it's Victor Von Doom. They've already announced that, right? Marvel Cinematic Universe star Robert Downey Jr. reveals how he was cast as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday. At San Diego Comic Con this year, Marvel announced Downey Jr.'s return to the MCU as Doctor Doom, which came as a shock considering the actor had retired from the franchise in 2019's Avengers Endgame. However, instead of returning as Iron Man in Avengers Doomsday, the Academy Award winning actor will instead be playing Victor Von Doom, aka Doctor Doom, as he recently confirmed while discussing how the casting came about. Downey Jr. recently appeared on the Hollywood Reporter's Awards Chatter podcast, where he opened up about his return to the MCU and how he landed the Doctor Doom role. It turns out that having him back as Iron Man was never something Marvel Studios and Downey Jr. discussed, as they wanted to make sure this could be a special return for the actor. He stated the following. So probably a year ago, because, Kevin Feige and I have kept in touch. We're pals. Favreau, Feige and I have kept in touch. I'm close with the Russo brothers. We have other business we're doing. So there's this little group of fellow travelers, and I had this instinct that I wanted to go to Bob Iger, and I had an idea outside of the cinematic universe for how I could be of service to what's going on in the parks and all their location-based entertainment. If you didn't know, he's returning as Iron Man to do some voices for the Disney parks. Susan and I were sitting down with Feige at one point, and he said, it just keeps occurring to me that if you were to come back, and Suzanne was like, wait, come back as what? That we both realised over time that it was another thing just to disprove any doubt anyone could ever have about that guy. A very sophisticated, creative thinker about how can we not go backwards? How can we not disappoint expectations? How can we continue to beat expectations? And he brought up Victor Von Doom. I looked up this character and I was like, wow. Later, Kevin goes, let's get Victor Von Doom right. Let's get that right. So, then I said to Kevin, can I go talk to Bob Iger? He goes, about everything. I go into Bob's house and I don't know how to describe that experience. I've had a lot of really cool experiences, but I go to Iger's pad, we sit down, and he goes, I like it. I was like, he likes it? He said, come by the Imagineering campus. Feige and I go to the Imagineering campus, and you want to talk about two guys that are not easy to have their minds blown, let alone at the same time. I can't say too much. What is going on there right now is beyond my expectation of what was possible. That's interesting. What RDJ's new comments reveal about Marvel's multiverse saga plans. Reports indicate Marvel was considering pivoting to Doctor Doom last year. With Downey Jr. giving a full story about how he and Marvel Studios finalised his Doctor Doom gig, it reveals a number of key things about his casting. After Kang the Conqueror MCU's debut was underwhelming, it became evident that Marvel Studios was going to have to adjust their plans, which only became more clear when Kang actor Jonathan Majors was arrested for a later convicted on assault. The fact that Downey Jr. and Marvel Studios began conversations over a year ago shows that the executive is already well aware that it was not going to work out to have Kang as the multiverse saga's villain. So they pivoted before all the Jonathan Majors stuff happened. The fact that it took as long as it did to properly sign off on this idea shows that Marvel Studios definitely wanted to make sure they got Doctor Doom as right as possible, since Victor Von Doom has already had a few live-action depictions with bad reception. The stakes are higher than ever for the MCU, plus Doctor Doom isn't just a major Fantastic Four villain, he's a larger Marvel antagonist. So Kevin Feige and his team know how bad it will get for Marvel Studios if they don't get Doom right. Time will tell how they fully execute their vision of Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, as Victor is a vastly different character from Tony in many ways. Whether or not fans will get to see Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom before 2026 remains to be seen, with theories floating around that he may make his return to the franchise in 2025's The Fantastic Four: First Steps, When Avengers Doomsday starts filming in 2025, audiences will hopefully get more clues as to where they are going with this iteration of Doctor Doom. I'm going to just put this out here right now. Could the idea, this big idea that they don't want to talk about, but the idea being Doctor Doom, could it be that they want to do Infamous Iron Man? Just think about that for a moment. You bring in Robert Downey Jr. back to a role that he's been so great in. You're bringing him back to that franchise where he had a fantastic role in. And I've done many theories on this, how I want it to be Infamous Iron Man, and how I'd love for Doom to become Iron Man, and then carry that story on through a different way. With the soft reboot happening, the first film of the soft reboot could be Infamous Iron Man. Why not? There's of course a rumor that Avengers Secret War will be split into 2 parts now. So that could mean that he's in the movie 3 films now instead of 2. Or it could mean that he does the 2 and he does a noble sacrifice thing again for the second time. I'm looking at this and the fact they've had these conversations. So it just suggests to me that the conversations that they had were about Doom and the potential for Doom. Doom's potential is far more than 2 films. It is. Could we be seeing Doctor Doom turn good in the MCU and RDJ return as Iron Man? It'd be a different type of Iron Man, but I think it'd be well received. It was like, look, I'm putting on the suit, but I'm not the same. It's not the same persona putting on the suit. Same face, same task. Like I said, same task, different mask. And makes a load of sense. I don't know. I'll leave that with you here. I'll leave it here. What do you guys think about RDJ and the fact that he's addressed how long ago this was? Because it seems to be a year ago. Been around the time, perhaps. Because you don't know, he may have got an early screening of Quantumania, and they may have all looked at one another and gone, nah. But the fact is that this was a discussion. A lot of people believed that this was a throw thing to throw it all together now. It seems that it was a much longer process than what was originally believed. And I kind of thought this because he turned down the Deadpool cameo. They approached him to do Iron Man, play Iron Man, do a cameo as Iron Man in Deadpool and Wolverine, and he turned it down. So who knows? I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to leave it here with you guys, and you guys can let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Turn on the notification bell, slap the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 50 subs. It's one of them great things building a channel like this, where I talk about different variations of movies. I get different sort of people with different sort of interests, and I'm just at the moment loving it. So as always, and once again, for the last time for today, actually, I think. There could be another video out later on, I don't know. But as always, stay cinematic. Catch you later. Goodbye for now.